the designated router of each LAN segment is controlled by the router priority, and in the case of ties, we look to the router ID. Let's see how this is controlled. The priority of an OSPF router is on a per interface basis. So we can go to an interface level, not in router configuration mode, and we can control the priority. The default priority is a 1. Now, higher priority means that this router is more likely to be the designated router, and we can go up to 255. The second highest router in terms of priority becomes the backup designated router. So in this topology, you can see pretty clearly a P of 3, a priority of 3, would be enough to become the designated router. 2 would be enough to become the backup to the designated router. Routers with the default priority would be lower in the priority value, so they would not have preferential treatment. They would just be DR others. Let's write that out, actually. They would be called DR others. And that would be not just one router, but we would have 3 DR others in this case. So that basically just says we are neither a BDR or a DR. If we have a priority of 0, this is quite significant. That means we do not participate in the election. And if we are not participating in the election, and if we are needed, because every multi-access network needs a designated router, let's say all of these routers, instead of having a priority of 3 or 2 or 1, let's say they were all 0. Let's say every single router had a priority of 0. Well, then no neighborship would be formed. No neighborship would be formed. Why? Because there would be no one on the network to participate. We need at least one router with a non-zero priority value to be willing to become the designated router.